So we are going to begin our lesson today with a quick review of the three different types of triangles when we are comparing by angles. So here we have a right triangle because it's got a right angle, one right angle. Here we have an obtuse triangle because it has one angle that's obtuse, means bigger than 90 degrees. And here we have a cute little triangle because all the angles are acute, meaning they're less than 90 degrees. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is that each of these triangles, although they're different, they have one very important characteristic in common. What that is that all their angles, no matter what type of triangle, add up to 180 degrees. So no matter what triangle I used, if I added angle A plus angle B plus angle C, I would get 180 degrees. So we're going to do a little activity to help you see why that is and prove that that is in fact true. So what I would like you to do is to please take your paper and your scissors and cut out three triangles that look similar to mine. They don't have to look exactly like mine, it doesn't matter. The only thing is I'd like one to have a right angle, and you can do that by cutting the corner of the paper and making the corner your angle. One to have an angle bigger than 90, and then one to be an acute triangle. And then if you would please label your angles just like I have. Angle ABC, ABC, ABC. So if you will pause this video for just a few minutes and cut out your triangles, and then come back when you are ready. Okay, so now you have cut out your triangles and you've labeled them angles ABC. They look similar to mine. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with our right triangle. So if you will take your acute and your obtuse triangles and put them to the side, we're going to focus on our right triangle. And what I have here is also a piece of paper. So if you would just get a piece of notebook paper, graph paper, the edge of a book, just anything that can give you a straight line like I have here with a piece of paper. Okay, so what we're going to do now is cut the angles off of your triangle. Now, you can cut it anywhere you want. It does not matter. I'm cutting mine about like this. But that part doesn't matter. All right. Now, here is the key. We are going to take these angles that we have cut, and we are going to line them up against this sheet of paper. Now, if you notice, these three angles come together to form a straight line. Do you remember from our lessons last week, what do the angles that are on a line add up to? I hope you remembered and said 180 degrees. So that is why the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. It's because if you cut them out like we did and put them together, they would form the angles of a straight line. All right, so that's a right angle. Let's see if the same thing, if we can show the same thing with the obtuse triangle. So here I've got my obtuse triangle. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut my angles off. We're going to see if we can piece them together like a puzzle along this straight line. So let's see. I think I'm going to put that obtuse one like that. Slide this angle right in here. And this angle should slide right there. And voila! Those three angles also come together to form a straight line, which means that those three angles add up to 180 degrees. Okay, last one. Let's see if the same thing applies with an acute triangle. So I've got my acute triangle. I'm cutting it into just the angles. And again, trying to show that these three angles come together to be three angles on a line. Let's see if this B should slide right in here. And look at that, it does. And so even in an acute angle, all the three angles come together to form a line, which means that they add up to 180 degrees. So I hope this will help you be able to see that no matter what kind of triangle you have, all the angles will add up to 180 degrees. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how to use this knowledge that we have now to solve problems.